The Shadowmane is a unique creature from Arc Genesis 2 that has many advanced abilities, features, and buffs. This video is going to cover everything that you will need to know. If you find any information in this video helpful, please consider liking it or giving a subscription to the channel. I would also like to welcome our latest subscriber Shinehorn, Shadow Yeti. We are going to be covering all of the attacks and special abilities of the Shadowmane in this video. If you're looking for a comprehensive taming guide and also how to get the best fish guide, I have videos of those that are really comprehensive. I'll put a link in the description and in a pinned comment below. Shadowmanes can't be fitted with a traditional saddle. Instead, they come with a natural armor stat. The max armor you can get is 124.8. This seems to be independent of server settings, so if you have higher numbered dinosaurs, the max will still be 124.8. The level of natural armor that you have is dependent on the level of Shadowmane you tame. If you tame a low level one, you will get low armor. If you tame a higher level creature, you'll have a higher armor. Taming levels close to max will get you the highest armor possible. You can see here we have a lower level Shadowmane and the armor is at 110. As I'm adding experience levels into it, the armor is increasing. And again, it will max out at 124.8. But in my opinion, you should be taming high levels, not low levels. It's a waste of time. For some reason, some Shadowmanes have a different quality of armor. You can see that this one is a ramshackle. However, it still has the max of 124.8. As to why this is, I have no idea. If you know, please leave a comment below. The Shadowmane is a 3-seater. You can have a rider and 2 passengers. And while you're riding it, you can equip a weapon. So you can have a gun to shoot from its back if needed. So for the first time in Arc, we actually have a creature with a HUD. You can see here with the male that there is 4 symbols. The first is jump, second is the courage roar, third is invisibility, and the fourth one is the teleport strike. The female has 3 squares on its HUD, the jump, invisibility, and the teleport strike. The primary attack, which is left click on the mouse and right trigger on console, is a combination kind of bite and paw swipe attack. It does a lot of damage, and you can see down the bottom that there is a meter that is filling up. And as this fills up, you are building up adrenaline in the Shadowmane. So you can go on a large run where you are attacking creatures, and this bar will turn pink, and your Shadowmane starts to glow. This gives you a special attack. So in order to perform the special attack, you need to hold down your primary attack button, and it does a massive amount of damage to your target. If you kill your target with that attack, the adrenaline bar stays high and you will maintain it, and you can continue to use this on multiple targets. You will only lose the adrenaline if you miss or you don't kill your intended victim with the special attack. You will notice that when you're attacking, there is a pink cloud around your target. The Shadowmanes actually do a poison debuff that stacks and causes damage reduction on the dinosaur you are fighting. There are 2 kinds of secondary attack. The dash attack, which is a right mouse click and left trigger click, allows you to place a red reticule onto a target. Once you have your target acquired, you can hit the attack. You will dash behind it, causing it to get into a stun lock, kind of like a jellyfish, and then you can continue to attack it. You will see on the Shadowmane HUD that there is an arrow, and this arrow is red when the target is out of range. When you have a target within the strike range, it will highlight to a blue colored arrow. Then you can target, stun lock, and then continue to attack. You can see here that the range on this attack is fairly decent. This attack will dismount a player riding it. So this is what it's like to be the victim. I get dismounted by the Shadowmanes and I am stun locked once I get hit again, and it's very difficult to move. My aloe is able to kill them. You can see in the top right also that poison debuff that was given to my aloe from the Shadowmanes. There is another secondary attack that can be done by holding the right click or holding the left trigger. What this does is it sends out a kind of radial area, and any dinosaur within that area will get kind of dash attack too. It does cause them all to get stunned, but usually with larger creatures here, you usually have to finish them off with primary attacks. I like to use this attack when I need to clear out a large number of smaller creatures. Fish, compies, hyenas. The Shadowmanes also have a really cool, super kind of long distance jump ability, and to do that you need to hold down your spacebar. So you can see you have just like a regular little pouncy jump, but holding that down gives you the option for the super jump. You can see on your little Shadowmane HUD on the left side there is an arrow pointing down, and that is the jump. When it's blue it means the jump is available. It does have a cooldown, so you need to keep that in mind. So if you hold down your jump button you get a reticule, and when you release it you leap really far forward. You can point your reticule all the way up, have your Shadowmane jump straight up in the air and do a cool backflip just to show off. Using the super jump, it's a pretty cool way to kind of traverse long distances across the map. You take no fall damage when you land, which is really cool. I have seen PvP players using this as well to kind of like bomb themselves into people's bases. And there we go, a nice cool backflip. Another cool feature about this is that you can use this jump to leave some deep water and just head back up to land. Another feature to note is that Shadowmanes do not have an oxygen stat. This means that they are now a new underwater dino. They are incredibly fast swimmers, I think probably very close to a dolphin. You can use all of your attacks in the water. So similar to, say, a Spino, the Shadowmanes get a hydration buff. You can see that in the top right corner. What this does is it gives a boost for speed, damage and health regen when the Shadowmane is in contact with water. On top of that, it lasts for 30 seconds when the Shadowmane is out of water. Maybe this is part of the kind of lionfish characteristics it has. So looking at the effects of this, normally this Shadowmane's doing just over 1400 damage. When I dip into the water, and all you need to do is dip a toe in to get the hydration buff. So you can see here I'm now hitting for just over 1600, so the hydration buff is really good. You should consider using Shadowmanes for the Valguero boss fight, mainly because they can get the hydration buff from the small stream in the boss arena, and on top of that you can shoot from the back of them, allowing you to take care of the manticore if it decides not to land. Similar to Drakes, Shadowmanes have the ability to cloak or go invisible. You need to use the C attack or click the right stick on controller. When you click this you will go invisible, and there is a little status symbol on the right hand side of the screen at the bottom indicating you are invisible. This affects movement speed. The Shadowmane moves quite slowly when it's cloaked, and you can see on the third tile on the HUD that the cloak is active. It does tend to use a little bit of stamina. It doesn't drain too quickly, but it does use stamina to be cloaked. And while most enemies and wild dinosaurs won't see you, they will see the pink footprints light up in the ground, as you can see as we're walking here. When you attack something, you do come out of the cloak. On top of all the attacks that we have already talked about, there is even more to the Shadowmane. The male and the female both have unique abilities that they can only use when with a mate boosted partner. So the male Shadowmane has a large mane, and if you look at its HUD, the second tile across is its courage roar. This is very similar to the courage roar that the Uranus provides. You do need to have the female Shadowmane nearby. It does not have to be ridden. You hold down your C attack and all dinos within the area, and players as well, will get this buff. Everyone who gets it will have a pink glow, and it lasts around 30 seconds. In the presence of a female, the male will also get the alpha bonus, similar to that of the Allosaurus. So here with the courage roar we can attack this stego, and we're doing quite a lot more damage than we were before. The female Shadowmane special ability is a group cloak. Again, you need to hold C or hold the right stick down to get this to work. You will see that it cloaks all of the dinosaurs that you own in the radius, as well as other players. You can see Mr. Krabby running ahead here, and he is still cloaked. The Shadowmanes leave their pink paw prints, but the players don't leave any footprints. So this would be great for a group surprise attack. Having this group cloak ability will also help your team hide from summoners when you are in Rockwell's innards. We're going to take a quick test, see how far Mr. Krabby runs. There he gets detected. So you can be a small to medium distance away and remain cloaked. Just like the other cloak, as soon as a team member attacks something, the group will become uncloaked. Shadowmanes are a pretty incredible creature with a huge amount of abilities and attacks. It can be a little overwhelming when you first tame one to know exactly what to do with it, because it can perform a variety of functions. I hope you have found the information in this video helpful. If you have, please consider giving a subscription to the channel. It helps me grow and get the information out to more people. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.